Do you know how deep the rabbit hole goes? Even I don't. I really, really don't. But I have a question for anyone who checks me out. What are you going to do when the singularity happens? When automation gets to the point that it merges with our physicality? I guess that's the best word to use. Um, a lot of people don't understand the automation wave is going to hit. Your life is going to change. A lot of people don't look at stuff like I do, and I'm so totally wrong. But with technology, with our ability to communicate, really, are you necessary for a job? I mean, do they need you? If I could put robots and I could have hazardous chemicals and not worry about somebody getting hurt and just have somebody come in there every now and then to repair the robot, or I can design a robot that can repair itself. Do I need you? Or everybody's heard of the movie or in book Ready Player One, which is to me, it gives you a brief glimpse, but not one that's deep. There is a series of books by an author named Richard Phillips. He's a physicist, and it's the series is the World Agenda. The first book is The Second Ship. I think everybody should read the series, and really, it's a great merger of technology and geopolitical drama, and how there's always something bigger going on, and most people don't want to read fiction, hence science fiction. I don't know if you call it fast action, hardcore science. I don't know, but it's a lot of science in it. I like, you know what? Let me just name three authors. I don't say one name wrong. Werner Vinge of the Zone of Thought series. Oh, you should read it. You should also read B.B. Larson, and I call him the best bubblegum pop page-turning science fiction writer out today. And his writing is fantastic. And of course Richard Phillips. Now other people you can talk about, but the reason I bring up Richard Phillips is, and B.B. Larson too. They both talk about nanotechnology, consciousness, and dealing with external forces that are beyond your comprehension. Let me get back to the basis of my conversation, which to me, it may be not extremely deep, but I want you people, or guys or girls or whoever, to understand what I'm saying. If in this system of capitalism, it's all about spending the least to get the most, right? So if I could have a job like digital, why would I make books anymore? Of course, books are great to have, but you know how much profitability is in the digital age? Like before, you needed hard media. Now I can just create the work and disseminate it without having to mass produce any type of physical item for you to use. So it's all profit, especially once they can convince you to spend the same amount of money for something that you would pay physical. So for instance, it kills me, but it's also to pay the people who produce the work. Why would you pay $15 for something that's digital when it costs $15 in physical? We do understand that. But the people, I should not be paying if it's $15 physical, and I still know people want to get paid for the intellectual property. That's what it is, the creation of the work. So maybe $4 or $5, but through the system of capitalism and greed and inflation, people always want more for what they're doing, even though they're not putting in the same effort. Is I guess creating so with digital, it should be less hands, but people still control means of distribution. So when it become means of distribution, it's like some products will never go away, like food. Food will never go away. But like, let's think about this. Other than the experience of going to the movies are still overpriced. That's why they sell so many treats from the movies. Like, you can, if you have a big 75-inch or projection screen at your house, invite your friends over. But that's why movies go to DVD so fast. But not even DVDs anymore, because now you can stream it. And they figure most people are going to do both. So the age of automation, the age of I don't need you as a worker is on the horizon. Man, the world is changing. Imagine when they really start letting self-driving cars come, a lot of people are going to lose jobs. I wouldn't want to drive anymore. I could just that's less expense I have to worry about. I don't have to worry about accidents. I don't have to worry about car repair. I can just hop on it to Uber. And but because of greed, it's like we can gas. They can have electrical vehicles, keep gas ready for long distance traveling until they can make a battery that can last or maintain a charge to go a farther distance, but sooner or later it's going to happen. So the world, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, and that's why you hear people say the UBI will be real, because unless you can create some type of sustainable income, they're going to have to help you, or it is what it is. The world is going to change. We're already all cyborgs, but imagine what tomorrow is going to bring. People are scared of it. I have not figured out life, and I really don't know what I'm saying. I really don't. I'm crazy. But you have to be aware that something is going to happen, something wonderful. Like they said in 2001, something beyond our comprehension. And the issues, the minuscule issues we have with people right now, probably in less than 30 years will be trivial. You won't even believe. I mean, some things, because if we ever can leave the confines of where we're stuck now in this world, however you believe it, now, unless you're fighting over resources, what reason would you have to fight? I can go where I want to go, but unless you think somebody lives in a better environment than you. But what if you can really control your environment? What if you get what do they call it? Terraform. Like Charles, science fiction again. Yes. Hey, Terra. How do I say that? What if they could terraform, which means change an environment to how they want it to be, and it doesn't have to be another world. I'm just saying, what if you could change an environment that was cold to a dome where it's like summer, and you can put that's a virtual reality is really going to change things, where you can live in a cold environment, stay inside your house, and put on some glasses, and you feel like you're at the beach, and you can actually get a sensational touch, or whatever. You could really plug into the matrix and live that life in your brain, and it feels real. How could you separate fake from real? How do we know our reality right now is not fake? I'm just speaking. Charles, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't. But I just want people to think that sooner or later, our ability to control reality is going to be so ridiculous that it's going to change the way you see things. I don't have the answers, and I say a lot of crazy things that most people can't relate to. So most likely, you know what? I'm gonna publish this, but I gotta stick more worldly and talk about stuff that people can relate to. But I'm just saying, hey, be prepared for tomorrow, because it's changing, and a lot of jobs that exist today won't exist tomorrow. A lot of jobs you have they're not necessary. People try to argue against what I'm saying, but listen, and I always want to hear opposing position from somebody else. It doesn't bother me. But I'm a person that wants efficiency without attitude. Let's say I go to a store, and depending on how the representative is, if they're having a good day or a bad day, I can say, hello, how are you doing? Are you talking out to me? But when I'm talking to a robot, or I'm talking to a checkout, or I got just my phone, and I can just wipe my hand and leave because it's digitally registering what I'm getting. It's peace, and imagine I don't have to worry about parking because they got self-driving cars, and I can just, that I got Bluetooth or something on, or hey, car, I want to go home, and they know my voice and register and just hop in and go. That's so awesome. Or what if you don't have to drive at all? You can just use Amazon Fresh to deliver your groceries. It's already happening. So I'm telling you, a lot of people don't realize what tomorrow's going to bring, and it's only, I guess I can say, what the government wants right now, that limiting that technology from being released and changing it. I guess overall, big daddy government is trying to keep the economy going, because people have analyzed, I guess, with sociology and psychology, how will the masses react to this change in their reality? When the Pandora's box of technology comes, when you can extend age, and you can create designer babies, and you can give nanobots to cure diseases, and you can clone new parts. Some of the stuff they probably already put out there, but what I'm talking about is over my head. But it's not, because if you can imagine it, it's most likely probable. Now, when it comes to other than the virtual reality, but this could be a virtual reality that we exist in, but I hope not. But it doesn't matter, because what if you can't differentiate actuality from virtuality? I guess, what if you didn't know? Neo didn't know, or maybe I knew something was always wrong, and then he unplugged because he took the red pill. So people, if you like the way you live, stay away from that red pill. I'm joking, but anyway, life is great. I just really wanted to say some crazy stuff, and I don't think it's crazy. I named some authors that I will regurgitate, like I'm spinning back out beginning. Richard Phillips, B.B. Larson, and Werner Vinge. How I say that? Or Vinge Werner, how you say it. The Fire in the Deep, The Deepest in the Sky. Two great books. a lot of stuff that was written about 20, 30 years ago is now starting to come to fruition. I know people heard of the book and the series Ender's Game, and that was one of the first books I've seen that was talking about emails and messages way before emails and messages came out. And William Gibson's, I say Pneumacriser. I gotta look up the title, but he is about neuromancer or something like that. Is about the internet. First book. It's a cyberspace book, and deep. Anyway, I've said a lot. I'd say, are you prepared, or can you even imagine the singularity, the technological revolution that's about to happen? Like, listen, this is the internet. We can all make films and edit. That's why YouTube is so great, because you can all do this. Like, I see so many artists and special effect people make your own movies real fast. There's no way you can't be the next Quentin Tarantino on the cheap, but a lot of people don't believe it. So that's what limits them. If somebody else can edit and put together awesome little 5-minute documentaries, spending the money they're spending is just to survive. If they can do it for less than $3,000 a month, why can't you? I'm done. Don't listen to me. The world's gonna change. I'm gonna help you change. I'm joking. Have a great one. This was stupid, but smart stupid. I think. I don't know what you think, but I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm done.